All right, let's walk through how to make sort of a basic game piece for a board game. And I think the example I'm going to use here is a Monopoly house. Let's say had invented the game Monopoly and I'm trying to make a prototype. And I want some little houses that I can 3D print. So we're in OnShape. Open up OnShape and click Create, Document. I'll call this Monopoly House. It'll open a new file. I'm going to create a sketch. Let me select a sketch here. And I'm going to select a plane to sketch in it. I'm going to sketch in this front plane. Let's click the front plane. I'm going to click the front of the view cube to give me a nice view. And let's go ahead and draw our house. What is a house? It is a rectangle with a triangle on top of it. So I'm going to do this rectangle. I do want to dimension anything I put out. I want to make sure it's going to be about the right size. So let's go ahead and click the dimension tool. Select this size. Oh, I'll click the dimension tool again. Select this side and set it down. And let's make this, I mean, these aren't very big in the real game. Let's make it 3/8 of an inch. 3 divided by 8, or 0.375. I'll make it side to side, also 0.375. Okay, so I've got that. Let's go ahead and add the triangle on the top. I'll use the line tool, and I will start from above the center and move it out left. I want it to be even with this edge, so I'm going to wake up this edge by hovering over it. See how it goes orange and move left? Just like that. I'm going to finish that line there. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Come over here, let me wake up this edge here and come in. Now I do want it to be nice and even, so I'm going to go up here to my tools and I'm going to select equal. I'm going to make sure that this edge here is equal to that edge over there. And make it nice and even. And let's add some dimension. Let's see how tall my roof needs to be. So from this dot, I click that dot down to the bottom, click. I'm able to put a dimension on that. Let's say it's 0.6. Okay, not bad. That looks good enough right here. So actually, I probably need to decide how wide it is as well. So let's grab my dimension tool and let's click this dot here over to this dot here. And let's say it's also 0.6. Okay, that looks good. Last thing I'll do is I'll trim out this extra line. Click the trim button and get rid of that. And let's go ahead and click the green check mark to be done. I've got my drawing. I'm looking at it from an angle by pressing my arrow keys. I'm going to click the area and extrude it. Let's extrude it 0.375. Click the green check mark. There's my little Monopoly house that you could go ahead and 3D print for your game. Okay. The way you would export this for 3D printing is you would hover over either the part or hover over its name here in the part list and right click and then select export. You'd give it a name, Monopoly house. You'd make the format STL, so scroll down and find STL, and you'd make the units millimeters. Click export and it will download the file, which you could then submit for the assignment, or you can send to me for 3D printing when you get to design your board game. And that's how I would make a little token. You could do this for lots of things. You could. I had a group wanted to make a game about like a fruit stand, and they had some that looked like oranges, and some that looked like bananas, and some that looked like grapes. And they made little tokens to represent those. You could make them shaped in little ovals like they're eggs, and it's a game about birds trying to hatch eggs. You could do really anything you want to think of to make little basic shapes that are extruded. All right, so have fun with that.